Don't you hate when somebody, like, taking pictures of you and then, like, they tag you into something and it's like, wait, this is the most unflattering picture ever.
I've gotten so used to it now because, like, you can't control, like.
That's exactly.
And, like, I'll be on stage and, like, I'll be like, so I'm like, why would you post that? Like, why would you post that?
I know, just, like, give
but
me
honestly,
the courtesy
like,
of...
90% of the time, it's like that for me. Like, because I'm on stage, I'm, like, I'm not thinking about what I look like. Like, obviously, if I'm performing, like, I can't think about looking cute and be sounding good at the same time. It just doesn't, it's too much.
I don't think that it works hand in hand.
No, it doesn't at all. So, and I have learned this because the photos I get tagged and I'm just like, but I want to see them, so I'm not gonna, like, if you, like, you can turn off, like, tagged photos.
You can?
Yeah, you can, but then you can't even see them.
Who cares? I don't want to see them, especially if it's like
but
a bad picture.
No, I know.
I'm like, can you like Facetune this or something?
You can tag yourself though, which I do often.
On Instagram?
Yes, I will show you. You can go into the tag.
I had no idea that.
All the time.
I had no idea that this is a thing.
Yeah, if someone posts something and I'm in it, I'm like, oh no, and I go through all of them.
Oh yeah, I'll do that same thing. Exactly.
This is no. I had no idea that this was an actual thing.
But some people use it, and like there was this guy I was talking to, and he said he was somewhere else, and then someone tagged him in something, and then I like went on his thing, and it wasn't in his tagged photos, and I was like, huh. A little sneaky. So like sometimes you can use it, and like you can save your ass, but I like it because there's sometimes bad photos.
By the way, the interview has started. What up? It is EJ with Lennon Stella. How you doing?
I'm so good. How are you?
We're talking about tag pictures, which I had no idea that was actually a thing that you can just go and
untag yourself.
Get out of here! Yeah, I'm like mind blown right now.
It's the best. It's a lifesaver, genuinely.
Especially when you have no control over the pictures that you're being tagged in and whatnot. That's crazy.
I know. It saved my life.
You're about to save mine right now. How are you? What's going on? You're rocking this color, looking super uber great right now.
Thank you. Yeah, all good. I'm excited to be in LA.
How's LA treating you?
I literally got in late last night. I've been on tour, so just traveling through. But I love LA, and I'm just excited to be here. All my friends are here, and they're coming to the show, so I'm excited.
Let's talk about your performance at the Troubadour. I was reading something that you said it was actually your second performance ever.
Yeah, it was for like my own shows. Like I've performed like other things, but that was my first like show of my own, or my second show.
How was that? Was that nerve-wracking?
It was very nerve-wracking, but it was also like very cool having an EP out and then having people sing it back to me. Like it was so scary before I went on, but the actual like when I was on stage, I was like, this is so sick because everyone was singing back, and it was just like the most surreal experience, genuinely.
Do you just stand there and just take it all in? Like, I cannot believe that the EP just went out and you guys already know the lyrics?
Yeah. No, I mean, the same thing with my other song that just came out. Like, literally, it was the first show, it was a week. Like, the first show of this tour, it had only been out a week. And everyone was singing every word. I'm like, how is this a thing? It's so crazy. It's so surreal. So different than, like, seeing it online. It's like in real life. It's
because
just
it's
so
in
surreal.
the moment and people are actually watching you do your thing.
Yeah, it's craziness.
What's the best part about performing?
I feel like honestly that for me right now is that just seeing everyone sing it back and like the songs that feel so like new to me, and I'm still just like it's still sinking in that I have actual music out in the world, and then having people sing it back to me like it's just so surreal for me. So that's like my favorite part, and then meeting everyone is so cool after the shows and actually like getting to talk to people.
What's the most common thing that you get from people? Like when the show's over, you're outside meeting fans. Like what's the most common thing that people say to you? It's like, oh my gosh, your music changed my life.
Oh my gosh.
You saved me.
When people like that is such a crazy thing to hear. Like I will never be able to comprehend that when someone says like exactly that, like your music changed my life or saved my life or these things. I'm just like, it had such a real like impact. Or like people show me like tattoos of like people have me write out tattoos for them a lot, and like it'll be like Love Me, which is like the title of the EP, or like song titles or different things, and I'm just like, that is like on your body forever. Like that actually must have like really made some serious impact, like which is so crazy for me to wrap my brain around.
Is that your intention?
I mean, I think subconsciously it is. I didn't think I really knew it was until like, I think deep down I knew that is it. Like, obviously to, like, make genuine change and, like, make people feel things. And of course, like, ultimately that is it. But it is so scary before it is a thing. It's so scary to make music and be like, I'm going to make this music to change people's lives.
I think that's like a sense of, like, right, absolutely.
It's arrogant to say.
100%.
It's arrogant to say, actually. And it feels so arrogant. I mean, I guess it's not, but it's just, it feels so weird to me to say or to even think that what I am making, you know, is going to actually, like, affect someone's entire being. That's Absolutely. Like, so hard for me to grasp. So, like, it is subconsciously, like, the intention, but now, you know, seeing and having people say that to me, I'm like, this is definitely, like, that's what feels like the realest to me, is when it actually, like, genuinely moves someone.
Absolutely. Let's talk about how 2018 was a great year for you. I feel like you were signed to Columbia. You released your solo EP, Love Me. Mm-hmm. That's dope, right?
It was. It's the years have been good to me. Yeah.
What was your favorite part of 2018?
I think putting out the EP was the biggest thing for me. It was just I needed to have music out, and I'd been writing for so long and just kind of sitting on music, and it wasn't able to come out in the world. So just having, like, a small, like, body of work, like, put together that just felt honest, and it felt like a little, like, piece of me going out in the world. And then obviously the response has just, like, been so warm and welcoming, but, like, just the actual finishing that and putting it out for me was, like, my favorite part, and like, I felt the proudest of.
Do you ever get anxiety ridden just putting something out and it's, like, now out in the world?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's very, like, it's super personal, and, like, and then it goes in the world and it no longer feels personal at all. Like, it just doesn't feel like it goes from being so personal to, like, sharing it with everyone, which is, like, the goal. Like, that's what I want, but it is super scary, and, like, it's definitely it can be very nerve-wracking.
Absolutely, especially when you get comments from people who are like, oh, I don't necessarily care for this one or that
my
song.
Gosh,
and it's
of
like,
course.
I just gave you my baby, and now you're gonna call my baby ugly?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like, I don't know how I luck out, but somehow I don't see, like, negative comments. I don't know if my manager goes in and deletes them so that my little heart isn't broken. But I feel like people are just so positive on my Instagram, because I'm like, somehow I haven't been, like, people ask me that question, like, how do you deal with the hate? And I'm like, I don't know what's happening, or, like, why people are being so, like, it feels like people, like, the second there's any hate, like, everyone that is so sweet just, like, attacks the one person that hates. So, like, I think people just, there isn't much hate or, like, negativity.
I think those are the best fans. When somebody says something like, hateful, like, and it's like, you get the fans just swarming in. And
exactly. Like, those are, like, the real ones that will, like, have my back no matter what.
That's so exciting. So you were named Radio Disney's Next Big Thing, Celebrities to Watch for 2019, Teen Vogue's 16 Young Musicians that you need to be listening for in 2019. I think those are huge honors.
I would agree with that. I would feel extremely honored for all of those things. Craziness.
How is it when somebody calls you up and say that this is happening, like you are about to be named blank?
It will never not be, like, surreal. Like, I really feel like no matter, for the rest of my life, like, they all feel so surreal, and nothing will ever, like, that will never feel normal to me. I don't think it ever will. Like, just, it's so crazy, and so it is just such an honor to, like, be exactly, like, named one of those things. It's just, like, that feels like there's people that, like, really believe in it and that feel it, and it just feels very cool to me.
So I was in the car today, driving into work, and I was listening to the new song. I love it. Takes one to know one.
Yes.
Bitch.
Bitch. I was like, can we say it?
I don't know. I was like, can we say it? Let's talk about that right quick.
Yeah.
What's the meaning of the song?
So this was the first song I actually wrote that wasn't, like, a true story to me or something I had actually gone through. Like, everything I've ever written has just been very much, like, something I've gone through and something I wanted to, like, get out. Mm-hmm. But Erin McCartley, who's my, like, best friend and co-writer, she had this idea of it takes a bitch to know a bitch. And originally I thought it was, like, towards a girl, and it was, like, I was like, that's not really, like, necessarily, like, the vibe or, like, the message I want to, like, put out. Right. And we kind of bounced around the idea of it being, like, a boyfriend saying to a girlfriend, calling her a bitch, and then she says it back to him, it takes a bitch to know a bitch, which I love, and I think it's like commonly said to girls, and to women, and I think that, you know, we kind of are trained to just like brush it off and like laugh it off, and I think it's just a cool thing to be able to like takes a bitch, no bitch. It's like, you know, it's not even like you're calling him a bitch. You're just
calling out his
whatever
actions.
You said.
Exactly.
It's like,
right.
That's the thing is, I never want to be like, I'm just like name calling, because that's definitely not the vibe, and that's definitely not what I want to be putting out there. But I think
we're not doing that in 2019.
It's a response.
Absolutely.
You know, someone says you're a bitch, takes a bitch to know a bitch. Yeah.
100%. All right, so before we jump out of here, I want to give you like these questions. I ask everyone these questions.
Okay.
And I want to know like what's your first response, okay?
Okay.
All right, dream collaboration.
Stevie Nicks.
Wow. I'm like,
you like that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm kind of like impressed. All right. I wasn't expecting that answer.
Wow, okay.
I was expecting like, you know, someone like Beyonce or something like that.
I mean, that would
absolutely, Stevie Nicks. That's so. Stevie Nicks. That's so big.
Yeah.
All right, where do you see yourself as an artist?
Dream collaboration. So I'm just saying that is like the ultimate dream.
Absolutely,
okay.
Dream. Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself as an artist in 10 years?
Ooh, in 10 years, I don't know. I just probably what I'm doing now, but
Working.
hopefully on a bigger scale.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I just want to make music that I love. Like, ultimately, I know it sounds so cheesy and so, but like wherever that leads me, like I'm down with. But I just want to like lock into something that I love, and like I want to make albums. Like that's something for me. That's a big thing, and just make big bodies of work that feel really like different parts of my life. And I think in 10 years, hopefully I'll have a couple out by then.
You just want to continue to live in your dream.
Yeah.
That's all.
And I think it'll lead me wherever it's supposed to.
I feel you. Okay. Favorite thing to do when you're not working?
Shop.
Really?
I'm such a shopper. I love shopping. It will never get old for me. Yeah, I just want to shop. I love taking pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I love just.
Is that like a hobby? Taking pictures.
For me, it is. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it necessarily like is a big hobby of mine, but yeah, I do love taking photos, hanging with friends, writing. Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, I like that. It was super chill.
Super chill.
What's your favorite thing about performing?
I think just feeling the energy of like the room, and actually just like feeling it in real life. It's so easy to like get buried behind the phone and like social media and all that, and like reading it all online, but feeling it in real life, like just that energy is like nothing compares. When
you're just on stage performing and
people
are just watching
at this
you.
point, it's like the venues, I can see everyone's face. Like it's small enough where it's still so intimate, and I can literally see everyone, and I can like feel their energy like literally right there. So it's like it would be different if it was arenas, you know what I mean? But I can actually like see and feel everyone so it's just very personal right now. So it feels like it's just good vibes.
It doesn't freak you out to see people just like peering into your soul, like
no,
just
totally
on the faces.
No, it does. For 100% it does. It's just I'm learning to like be less scared of it and more just like embracing it, because it is such a cool thing. But it can be so scary. Like, what if you see someone's face and you're just like, and they're just like make the weirdest face, like, what was that note? And
well, you
like,
know what's funny? Like sometimes when I'm listening to music, I get like the stankiest face ever because I'm into it. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So that can be. Listen, if they're there and they
scary.
paid a ticket to see you in these venues, like they definitely want to see you win. You
No,
know what I'm
that's the thing.
saying?
That's what I have learned to think is like, people don't come to concerts to like criticize. Like
Absolutely.
No one wants to go on their Friday night, come to a concert and be like no one that's not what anyone wants. So like everyone wants to see you sound great, look great, have a great time. Like that's what everyone wants. That's why you go to concerts to have fun. So like that's literally what changed my perspective on it, because I was so scared and like nervous and like insecure, and I'm like, what if they think this? What if they're thinking that? And like looking at their face, and I'm like, what are they thinking? And like you can go so like overthinking in it, but like that ultimately is everyone just wants to have a good time. No one is like looking to see you, mess up or like fall.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like if they're there in those venues, they want to see you win.
Totally, 100%.
And if you can say one thing to everybody that supports you, what would it be?
Oh man, thank you for caring. Honestly, I mean, I would say it's so much to say, but I think ultimately it is just that, like, I just appreciate everyone caring and, like, being so attentive in my life. And it's crazy to me that people do care so much about my life and about what I'm doing in it and how I'm spending it. And it's just, I appreciate it a lot.
Thank you so much
Thank you so
for
much.
coming in.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Another Next Up. Nice.